back then there was the stigma that if you're a wedding photographer, you cannot be a fashion photographer and vice versa.
Hello everyone, we're at the Forbes Middle East Under 30 Summit. My name is Tamima, this is Patrick Sawaya. So happy to have you here.
Same here.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, having a
Very
good time?
happy to be in Guna.
We're so happy to have you.
So why fashion photography or fashion in general? Like why fashion? What is it about it that draws you into it? Like were you a big fan when you were younger? Would you have like magazines? Or what's your story?
The thing, I started photography in wedding photography first and foremost. I started as a family business. I started working with my dancers since I was 12. But I always loved arts. I always loved fashion since I was a kid. My mom used to dress up super nicely, and my aunt used to dress up so nicely. So there was this thing, I was always attracted to fashion, runways, light. I wouldn't say fame, but I liked the glam of that industry, but not for me, as a phenomenon as itself. And I started fashion from street style point of view, because this is when street style photography was kicking in 2012 at the beginning of social media. So I know I wanted to be on Instagram to share my work. I wanted people to know me, to know my work, what I can do. And back then there was the stigma that if you're a wedding photographer, you cannot be a fashion photographer and vice versa. So I kept fighting on this and working on myself, and to prove to people that no, you can be.
You can break the pattern.
You can 100%, and you can have the experience you get in weddings and apply them to fashion and vice versa.
Yeah.
The clients that I usually shoot for weddings, I give them the fashion point of view. I usually get to know the details, the styling, how is the hair gonna be, how's the makeup, what's the dress, what's the style, what's the mood, and vice versa with fashion photography. Usually most photographers are usually slower, they take their time, where I'm actually more fast-paced, I'm faster, on point, I share images directly, because especially with events, for example, fashion events, you need to be
hectic.
fast. It is hectic, but I'm so happy and honestly honored to be working with huge brands such as Dior, Chaumet,
It's incredible.
Arpels, Bulgari, to usually share images instantly from their events, create a buzz around them, shoot runways during Fashion Week, and there's like 100 photographers other than you that's usually shooting for the brand. So usually the faster is the person who gets the most attention, their images get circulated the most.
Wow, it's incredible that you've so as you said, to break that sort of pattern, because it's difficult when we put ourselves in a box to kind of break out of that, and many people struggle with that for sure. But you mentioned that in general you did it obviously for the passion and not as much as the fame. Would you have rather chosen, if this career would be available without the fame, would you have preferred that? Or
Of course, up until now, I still don't, I care about people knowing my name and knowing my work, but not the face behind it.
Yeah.
I prefer staying behind the camera, not in front.
Yeah, I get that. Like, we have that moment where you just want to I want to shut
honestly,
off.
I'm very camera shy. I'm not a fan.
You're doing incredible, and it's been a pleasure having you here today with us. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Tamima.
Thank you for the interview.
Thanks.